Good afternoon, good peoples. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. All right. And if you will, please hit that thumbs up for your boy. And also, if you will, let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can see me. And then we get right into the program. All right. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can see me. Hit that thumbs up, and we get right on up into this program. Hopefully, everybody having a good afternoon. Um, yeah, all that good stuff. All the good stuff. Everybody having a good afternoon. So, the real K, what's up? Okay, so y'all can't hear me. All right. UFO, what's up, my brother? What's going on, my brother? Sandy, what's going on? Larissa, what's going on? Chantel, what's going on, my friend? Man, you is doing a damn thing with your little decorations, dear. I promise you, I've been meaning to hit you up and get something else from you, but man, I just be working so much, I be forgetting to hit you up. But you doing a damn thing, man. I don't know how you got into doing that, what you be doing, but one day I'm gonna come on live and just show everybody what you do and show them your designs. And I'm pretty much sure, you're gonna have a lot of people that want probably about some product from you. All right, the same thing with Larissa. Larissa showed me that she doing phone cases and they look amazing. Look amazing. I don't know how y'all be having a mindset to do that craft of art like that, but y'all do some hellified work. Y'all do some damn good work. Okay? Keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, bro, what's going on? What's going on? All right. All right. All right, so y'all say y'all can hear me, y'all can see me, so let's get right into it. All right, guys. Of course, here we are with another update with about this shooting that happened at this school called Richneck, I think. Richneck, that's what it's called. Yeah, Richneck. About a 6-year-old who shoots his teacher. Okay. Now we have a father that's speaking out, and I told y'all how I feel about with stuff like this happens. I love when fathers speak out. So this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this show, because a father is speaking out, and he got his child with him as he speak out about the situation that happened. Okay. As of right now, they still trying to find out what was the motive, how this happened, what caused it, and the $1 million question. How this boy was able to get a hold of this gun. So they still trying to figure that out. Which I think the police does have information, but right now they still not releasing it. So I guess they try to get all their ducks in a row before they start putting that out there. I had no idea, but hopefully soon they will let us know how did this happen, and was everything said like it's been said in the story. Y'all know I did the live last night where one of the students saying, hey, he brought bullets to the school. Then he claimed he was going to bring the gun the next day, and voila, shit just went crazy. Okay. But anyway, guys, I want y'all to hear this. As always, share your thoughts and opinion about what you're going to hear. Get that thumbs up for your boy, and let's go.
6-year-old child had a gun in your 8-year-old child's school and shot a teacher. How does this happen?
It happens because this is how I feel. And as a prior military veteran, I kind of understand this because I had to do this with my soldiers. It's called grouping. And when we miss the group and we miss the target, we missed what we supposed to do. Number one, the call to the parents. We missed that grouping. So half of these parents are confused, and when we get there, we're already riled up because we don't understand. Number two, the security measures. They said that they don't have metal detectors in the front of the school. I walk my son to school and pick him up every single day. There's only one person outside, but they also have road guards and stuff like that to get the kids into school. There are no metal detectors into that school. There's only one metal detector, and that's inside of the library. We don't have a precise guideline of clear backpacks that could possibly have helped this, as well as security with wands to get each child through properly. In an article yesterday, it was released, and they said that they have security measures inside of the facility, and kids are looked at every day in their backpack sporadically. My child's backpack is looked at every single morning by his teacher in his folder, Miss MacArthur, in the second grade. Every single morning. How did we miss this? And again, prior raised concerns. We as parents raised these concerns before. We've talked to the principal. We talked to the guidance counselor. We went to town hall meetings. We spoke on Zooms. What else are we supposed to do?
Look, I mean, I understand. I cannot imagine. I have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I cannot imagine what you're going through, what all the parents are going through. I do want to say we got a statement from the school, Mark, and they said there are many concerns we need to unpack before we can determine if any additional preventative measures would have impacted the probability of this incident occurring. It sounds like you think there's a lot they could change, but is it all right if I ask your son, Mark Jr., a question?
Yes. Can you give me 1 second before we even say that? I'm not blaming the school. I'm blaming the city for not implementing the measures to help these schools after 3 years of school shootings.
Okay. We'll reach out to the city as well. But Mark Jr., how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
What was it like for you when this happened?
So when it happened, the teacher heard it from the first grade, and we all went to the room. And then when we got there, we all stayed quiet. 2 people were crying. I will help them. Mm-hmm. And when the cops came, we were marching to the gym, and we were all safe. And they were programming it was safe in the house.
How can they make it so you feel safer? Because I know school's canceled today and tomorrow, but you're going to go back to school, right? And what can everyone do to make you feel safer?
Possibly just be myself, make sure I'm not scared.
You know, Dad, I know we got to go, but I know your boy said something to you, right? Right when you picked him up. What did he say to you?
He just said that he was scared and he's glad that we got there on time, and it was just a scary situation. His children were shaken up. The parents was even more shaken up. But like I said, Richneck Elementary School is not to blame here. Mm-hmm. Their safety measures are implemented. They got these kids in a safe zone. I'm very glad that that's what happened.
Good.
And I just want the state to speak up and try to get more implements so this doesn't happen again.
Well, Mark Jr., you're very brave. Thank you both for being with us this morning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Who's Talking. We have 2 things in common, and I bet you don't know either one of them.
Do I get a hint? I don't think I chose the universe. I think the universe chose me.
Who's Talking to Chris Wallace, Sunday nights at 7 on CNN.
All right, so we heard the father speak. And I'm going to play it again. Well, hold on. Well, I got to wait till this ad go by to get it set up. Now, and this is one of the reasons why I would tell you I be wanting fathers on the show and have fathers.
Welcome to CNN this morning.
He said is what I pretty much been saying. With the thing, I forgot about the clear backpacks. I remember one point in time when I was going to school, they implemented, they said people had to start bringing in clear backpacks, you know. And a lot of people got mad at that, you know, about bringing in clear backpacks. But I didn't, because my thing is this.
6-year-old child had a...
If you get mad at that, then, you know, if you know you're not doing nothing wrong, there's no reason for you to get mad at them asking for clear backpacks, you know, because not only is for your own, not only is for the safety of them or the school, it's the safety of your own self, you know. So what would be the problem you bringing in clear backpacks unless you just trying to do something that you ain't got no business doing? That's the way I look at it, you know, with a lot of stuff, you know. So again, or something like that, we make a molehill into a mountain. Because if I had a child and they implemented clear backpacks, hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Excuse me. I'm all for it. Okay? Because one, I'm a father. I don't want my child to get blamed for any of that stuff. So anything y'all ask me to do, I'm going to comply with it, because I don't want y'all calling me talking about he or she is involved in this when I know damn well I did what y'all asked me to do. I got the clear backpack. I checked the backpack before I dropped them off. All right. And I checked the backpack again when they got in the car and before we left the school campus. And as long as I keep on doing that, then it'll be less stress and less mess. Y'all can't blame me for anything. Y'all can't blame my child for anything, because I'm going to be on point with that. I'm going to be on point with that, all right? And the thing with the metal detectors, he's saying the same thing. Y'all have them, but y'all only use them at random. And this is why I had to stress, like I did last night. Once y'all start something, please, don't stop. Keep doing it. If you check your children's backpacks every day, don't stop. Keep on doing it. All right? Even if it is clear, still check it just to be on the safe side. Even though you can see through it. I mean, I'll still check, man, because here's the thing, man. It's just better to be safe than sorry. All right? Just don't stop doing it. Don't stop. Now, however, one thing I disagree with this interview, I don't think I would have had my child speaking at all. Because my thing is, I don't want him or her to relive that moment at all. Okay? Not saying that they're going to forget what happened, but to put them on an interview and have this lady or somebody ask them a question like that, I don't want to put them through that, because really he didn't answer the question that she asked him. But I get it, though. He's a child. So, he answered to the best of his knowledge, So, me personally, I went out here and put my child right there. Anything you want to ask, you talk to me. I don't want to put my child in this at all. I don't want no questions asked to him or her at all, because I want them to be okay. I don't want this to trigger them, anything like that, because I can imagine he was scared at the time when this stuff happened. All right? So I would rather wait till the smoke clear, till the smoke really, really, truly clear. Then maybe I will bring him on the interview. Maybe I will. But as of right now, since this stuff is still fresh, I don't agree with nobody bringing that child on the interview. Am I saying something wrong? Amen? Am I saying anything wrong? And that's just me now. Everybody might not feel the same. I just don't feel I need my child on the interview. They look like he was tired and sleepy too, so that just me, though. What do y'all think about that? Okay. Now, another thing he said, I guess it could be a double-edged sword. He says, I don't blame the school. I blame the city. Well, I say they can go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. I will blame the school, because you know why? We use the metal detectors at random. We don't do it every day. So, meaning the day that you didn't use it, that's when this shit went down. Okay? So, that would be on the school. All right? Which they should have been doing it every day. In my opinion. And wherever they got the metal detectors at, that's what y'all need to have the students coming in every day. So, he said he don't blame the school. I don't think I agree with that. Now, the city, I may go rock with that. I can rock with that. But to totally take the school out and say, I not blame the school, I don't know about that now. I don't know. But everybody's different. What do y'all think? Well, UFO says that. Okay, so he agree. Yeah. Yes. Okay, the city. Yeah. I mean, I can rock with that. But to say that the school is not at fault, I don't know if I too much agree with that. I think both are at fault, But like I said, it could be a double-edged sword. It could be a double-edged sword on that one. So, but other than that, though, I'm glad that they finally spoke to a father. And this is why they need father to speak. Because everything he said, he was A100 or everything that he said. Because it had to be me, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. What up, Terry Brown? Oh, damn, long time. How you been, Terry? Okay. Real K said the city funded school. That's why he said that. And you know what, AK, that's why I'm saying, I mean, I could rock with it what he said. I could rock with it. But at the same time, if they're coming out and saying that the school does have metal detectors, then why are we doing them at random? Because when you do them at random, it's leaving it open for somebody to come in and do something. Then we in a situation saying that shoulda, woulda, coulda. We've been in a situation shoulda, woulda, coulda, which they are now. Someone probably saying, "Nah, man, we should have used the metal detectors that day." I would have used the metal detectors that day. We could have used the metal detectors that day. We should have let them come in that side of the school where the metal detectors on. We could have, but you didn't. But you didn't. Okay? Let me read something to y'all real quick. And y'all haven't please that thumbs up for your boy. Appreciate you. ABC News has an article out. And it's been put out today at 11 a.m. I don't know what time it was, Central or Pacific or whatever. Here's what they say. Many questions remain unanswered after a 6-year-old student allegedly shot and injured a teacher at Newport News, Virginia Elementary School. Newport News Mayor Philip Jones said in a statement this weekend that police were working diligently to get an answer to the question we are all asking. How did this happen? A Richneck Elementary School teacher described as a woman in her 30s was shot with a handgun on Friday in a first grade classroom, police said. She was hospitalized with life-threatening injuries. The mayor told CNN on Sunday that she was in a stable condition. The shooting took place during an altercation between the teacher and the student. They always get me when I'm doing this story. An altercation between a 6-year-old and a woman, a grown person, and really a grown person, period. An altercation. I'm still just saying to myself, what altercation? What happened? What altercation? Between the teacher and the student, police said without providing more details. No student was injured, and the 6-year-old suspect was taken into custody. They go on to talk about the gun. Newport News Police Chief Steve Drew said officials were looking into how the 6-year-old obtained the gun. Authorities haven't made public who owns the gun. So by them saying that right there, that's why I said earlier, they know the info, but for some reason they're not putting it out yet. Okay, if I'm reading into that right, the real AK, you and UFO, or whoever, they kind of dip and dab in law, y'all can tell me if that's what that meant. They haven't made it public who owns the gun. So does that mean that they know, but right now they still not releasing information? Or does it could be mean the same thing that they don't know who owned the gun? I mean, which I think at this point, I think you ought to find out who owned the damn gun, So I think I'd rather go with the first one. But y'all tell me. But they say authorities haven't made public who owns the gun or how the 6-year-old got the gun into the school. A motive has not been released yet. Again, do they already know? They just choose not to release it yet? Or they still trying to figure everything out? But a motive has also not been released. It also goes on to say the authorities have elaborated on the altercation between the student and the teacher, but the police chief told reporters Friday that the shooting was not accidental. Right now, they say the mayor did not release where the 6-year-old is being held. But he told the Associated Press, we are ensuring he has all the services that he currently needs right now. I mean, I don't expect him to tell where he at now. I don't expect this, so that's kind of obvious right there. Asked by CNN on Sunday what would happen next for the suspect and if the 6-year-old parents could be held responsible, which a lot of y'all is asking this question right here. You know, that's the $1 million right there. What's going to happen if this get pushed forward? Who is going to take the fall for this? Well, we already heard it. They say, hey, he's too young for them to keep him. He's too young for them to detain him even in juvenile detention. So if they can't do the thing with him and they stay down there by him being that young, they're not going to do anything. So if they can't hold him accountable, then who's the next people they're going to hold accountable? It's going to be the parents. At least I'm thinking it's going to be the parents. Who else could it be? If you can't hold the 6-year-old to it, then who can you hold to it? It's only them, parent or parents. That's it. Or whoever this boy is in the care of is going to have to take responsibility for this. And this is where I have a problem when it comes to stories like this, because I don't label every parent as a bad parent. Some of these fathers and mothers do their damn best to raise their children right. And a lot of times it seems that a lot of y'all efforts go down the toilet drain because they still get in trouble. Trust me, I know. How many people you know or grown up with, family did everything for them, damn near everything for them. You wouldn't think that this person would miss a beat because of the parents that they had. Parents weren't too strict, they weren't too nice. They were just right there in the middle. And when y'all get out of school, they just fucking up all over the place. All over the place. And they end up in jail. And you saying to yourself, I would never think you would be somebody I would see behind bars or in trouble like that because you didn't act like that when we was growing up. You had it, man. Well, you had it, sis. You had it going on. Your folks took care of you, took care of their business with you. What happened? What happened? And I think that'd be the saddest part to me. When you do have mothers and fathers try to raise us and doing the best they can and not leading us down the wrong path, but when we get from under their nest, we go down the wrong path. And it puts a bad image on them. See, look what Norton said. I've done way too much for mine. Now they don't know how to help out. Spend too much time telling them to get out the way instead of teaching them. Norton, how does that make you feel? Because to some parents with stuff like that, they feel like they're a failure. And really, honestly, truly, you can't blame the parents. We're not them type of parents. Now, I tell y'all, man, me and my mama had the best relationship. We didn't. Not at all. But, however, if I was out here messing up, or anything like that, I would never blame her for that. I would never blame her for that. Marge, I know, there you go. And reported for pornography. There you go. Feel like shit, overworked, overloaded, and like I failed. I would never blame my mom and say she's the reason that I'm ending up behind bars. Hey, I wouldn't even blame my dad for that. And I say between me and him, we ain't got the best relationship. All right? Anything I chose to do when I got out of school and got on my own, that is solely on me because of the upbringing that I had. I ain't never known my mom to go to jail. Not saying she ain't been, but I ain't never known her to go to jail. If she has, she never told me any stories about it. And a lot of times, the way we grow up is a reflection of that. So I would never blame her or him for stuff that I know, that I'm grown enough to know that I get in trouble for doing it. Now, with some of these households, you can understand where these people get it from. You obviously see where they get it from. And that's sad too. But I'm speaking on the parents that have raised their children right and did the best that they can, and still that young generation goes out and fucks up. And guess who always bail them out or gotta bail them out? Y'all do. That's why I say right there, it coming time, man, y'all gotta start bailing them out. When they get in trouble, stop bailing them out. They're not learning anything, you constantly bailing them out. Out of trouble, out of jail, or whatever. How we learn anything if you constantly coming in to save us? The only thing that's showing is once you get me out of this trouble, I'm going to get in some more trouble because you know why? I know you're not going to leave me hanging. And again, in a prime example that I got to keep using when we talk about this story is that 10-year-old. According to his family, they did everything for their boy. They did everything for him. He still was not satisfied. And the moment his mama said no, he killed her. So with that being said, you can't always blame the parents. You got good parents out here. It's these damn children, a lot of times, or these teenagers who feel like they entitled. And as long as you make them feel like they entitled, that's the title they're going to carry. That's why I don't understand how y'all people out here, some of you people are talking about you scared of your children. Where the fuck they come from? Because where I come from, nobody was scared of nobody. They say you feeling froggy, jump. You'll get your ass whooped. But again, we in a different world now. We got a different breed of children. I don't know where these people coming from. These people coming out talking about they scared of their children, running from them children, let their children run their house. All right, let them children do whatever the hell they want to do because they don't want to make them mad. All I can say is this. Where was y'all at when I needed y'all then? It was going to be that easy. Where was y'all at? Got children out here cussing their mom out. You stand in their house cussing at them. I hear children in the house not calling them mom and dad, but calling them by their first name. And me personally, I think that's so disrespectful. Maybe that's just the way I growed up. When I growed up, you say mom, you say dad. But you got these children now, they call their parents by their name. Lisa, David. Damn, you don't call your mom and dad? I'll call them by their name. They let you do it? Yeah. Wow. I always told if I don't dress them for what they are, I get slapped in the mouth. But you can literally sit in front of my face and call your mom and dad by their first name. Why? How about that? How about that? But then again, some of y'all might not think that's a big idea. I mean, excuse me, y'all don't think it's probably a big deal that they call you by your first name or not. Like I said, it probably just the way I grew up, saying mom and dad. I never called them by their name. I just say mom and dad. He said, mine are great people and kind souls. I still have time as mine are 17, 12, 10, 8, 6. They don't know how to pick up after self, just drop everything for me to be the maid, the bill payer, also caretaker. Yep. Trust me, Northern. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. And to go further, what you saying, Northern? I've even seen families where they do this stuff. The parents tell them to pick it up. The kids would say, "Okay, I'll do it," but still won't do it. But they take their time doing it, and the parent constantly repeating themselves. I said, "Pick this up." Okay. I'm gonna get it. And I be looking like, okay, you just gonna keep on talking, or what's the next measure? What's the next step? You keep telling them to do this and do that, they're not doing it. What is the next step? What is the next step? Because back when I was growing up, somebody had to tell you number 3 times. Matter of fact, you probably wouldn't even get to that 3. Once they said the first time you don't move, they're going to make you move. Amen. If they said the first time you don't move, they're going to make you move. But again, we got to look at the generation that we in now, guys. We ain't got that no more. I mean, these kids are, wow. That's all I can say. What's that word that Trezell said, rambunctious, what that bullshit he said? But they only like that because you allowed them to be like that. Anyway, to finish this off, it says X by CNN on Sunday what will happen next for the suspect if the 6-year-old parent could be held responsible. The mayor replied, there's a lot of questions that we have to answer. Because it remains an investigation, we're going to let itself work out before we rush to judgment at this time, Jones said. The individual responsible will be held accountable, I can promise that. They don't want to rush into judgment. Okay. I heard that then. Okay. Really, K said, my kids say, sir, ma'am. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. You got some kid won't even go that far. They'll be like, Jacob, what? When I grew up, somebody called your name Chris, even if you say, huh, that wasn't acceptable. What you say, ma'am? You can't say, huh? You sure can't say what? Because you say what to them, they think you trying to say they getting on your nerves or something. But you couldn't even say, huh, when I grew up. Somebody call your name Chris? Ma'am? Sir? Anything else beyond that was uncivilized. Everything beyond there was uncivilized. And for those you parents who still got their morals today, that's teaching your child morals and respect, man, I salute every last one of y'all. Keep it up, especially you dads out there that's doing it, man. Keep it up. Keep it up, man, because I'm telling you, they ain't going to like it now, but they're going to respect you at the end of the day. They're going to be thankful that you did that, because once they get away from you and start living on their own, they're going to see how it feels when people disrespect them in that manner. They're going to see how it feels when they have their own children, when children disrespect them like that. They're going to see how it feel, and then they're going to say, damn, you know what? This is what Dad was talking about. This is what Mom was talking about. Damn, that shit do feel disrespectful. It does. And they appreciate y'all for it later. All right? Anyway, guys, I want to show this to y'all one more time. We'll let this dad speak, and that's going to be the show. So let's hear him again. And if y'all haven't, please hit thumbs up for your boy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Gun in your 8-year-old child's school and shot a teacher. How does this happen?
It happens because this is how I feel. And as a prior military veteran, I kind of understand this because I had to do this with my soldiers. It's called grouping. And when we miss the group and we miss the target, we missed what we supposed to do. Number one, the call to the parents. We missed that grouping. So half of these parents are confused, and when we get there, we're already riled up because we don't understand. Number two, the security measures. They said that they don't have metal detectors in the front of the school. I walk my son to school and pick him up every single day. There's only one person outside, but they also have road guards and stuff like that to get the kids into school. There are no metal detectors into that school. There's only one metal detector, and that's inside of the library. We don't have a precise guideline of clear backpacks that could possibly have helped this, as well as security with wands to get each child through properly. In an article yesterday, it was released, and they said that they have security measures inside of the facility, and kids are looked at every day in their backpack sporadically. My child's backpack is looked at every single morning by his teacher in his folder, Miss MacArthur, in the 2nd grade. Every single morning. How did we miss this? And again, prior raised concerns. We as parents raised these concerns before. We've talked to the principal. We talked to the guidance counselor. We went to town hall meetings. We spoke on Zooms. What else are we supposed to do?
Look, I mean, I understand. I cannot imagine. I have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I cannot imagine what you're going through, what all the parents are going through. I do want to say we got a statement from the school, Mark, and they said there are many concerns we need to unpack before we can determine if any additional preventative measures would have impacted the probability of this incident occurring. It sounds like you think there's a lot they could change, but is it all right if I ask your son, Mark Jr., a question?
Yes. Can you give me 1 second before we even say that? I'm not blaming the school. I'm blaming the city for not implementing the measures to help these schools after 3 years of school shootings.
Okay. We'll reach out to the city as well. But Mark Jr., how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
What was it like for you when this happened?
So when it happened, the teacher heard it from the 1st grade, and we all went to the room. And then when we got there, we all stayed quiet. 2 people were crying, I will help them. And when the cops came, we were marching to the gym, and we were all safe. And they were programming it was safe in the house.
How can they make it so you feel safer? Because I know school's canceled today and tomorrow, but you're going to go back to school, right? And what can everyone do to make you feel safer?
Possibly just be myself, make sure I'm not scared.
You know, Dad, I know we got to go, but I know your boy said something to you, right? Right when you picked him up. What did he say to you?
He just said that he was scared and he's glad that we got there on time, and it was just a scary situation. His children were shaken up. Parents was even more shaken up. But like I said, Richneck Elementary School is not to blame here. Their safety measures are implemented. They got these kids in a safe zone. I'm very glad that that's what happened.
Good.
And I just want the state to speak up and try to get more implements so this doesn't happen again.
Well, Mark Jr., you're very brave. Thank you both for being with us this morning.
Welcome to CNN This Morning.
In the midst of chaos, he was still.
We heard that. And again, I don't really disagree with anything he said, except for a couple of things that I mentioned earlier. That's about it. But in it, though, you know, a father, he said everything correct, you know. And I want to say this again to Vonnie, to one of these schools in his district or whatnot. Like he said, hey, make your voice heard too, dear. Go up to the school and hey, be a voice to make a change where they can start using these metal detectors or whatnot. And if the school doesn't have a metal detector, then your voice could be one of the ones that can help to get them to invest in using metal detectors, and they can cut out stuff like this from happening again, you know. And then the thing with the clear backpacks, yes, do the clear backpacks. King guys, what up, bro? Hey Nicole, what's up, baby? Yeah, the thing with the clear backpacks. Oh man, I'm with that 100. I'm with that 100. So hey, I would implement that immediately. Right? Everybody go purchase a clear backpack, or hey, if the school can provide it, the school get everybody a clear backpack and let them use them clear backpacks for now. I have no problem with that at all. All right? Amen. I'm down for the clear backpacks. All right? But anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for listening. You know, as always, leave your thoughts in the comment section what you think about this. And hey, when another update comes up, hey, I'll be more than happy to bring you more updates on this story. And y'all be safe out there. Your man Chris Storms. Catch y'all next time. Peace out.